Hey everybody, welcome back to Cordova's Kitchen. My name is April. Today we are going to be making 3 different recipes. The first one we're going to do, I have my menagerie over here, is slow cooker crack potato soup. I am so looking forward to that one. And we are going to be making a strawberry fluff dessert. And we are going to be making Haluski. I hope I'm saying that right. If not, let me know in the comments. But it is fried cabbage and noodles. So first we're going to go ahead and get our slow cooker going. So let's get started with our potato soup. Okay, as you see, I have my mess here. I have my slow cooker right here. It's kind of going to be a dump and turn it on, and that's about it. But okay, so we need, this calls for 1 30 to 32 ounce bag of frozen shredded hash browns. So this is the only thing that I have. So mine is just the little chunks of hash browns, and this bag is only 28 ounces. So we're just gonna go with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. And it says to cover and cook on low for 8 hours, but I'm gonna do, because it's already like 2 o'clock here, so I'm gonna put it on high. And this should probably be done in like 4 hours, hopefully. Okay, so we're just gonna dump that bag in there. Looks like it needed to be used. Get a little bit of freezer burnt on there. 3 cans of 14.5 ounce cans of chicken broth. I do have my homemade chicken broth, but I'm just going to go ahead with this since I have a few things to make. And make sure you wipe the top of these lids before you open them, because if you think about it, when they're at the warehouse and all of that, you know, warehouses is going to have mice and all that stuff running around on cans. So you do want to make sure that that is clean before you open things. And just dump those in there. This is another first. So I have seen this on many sites. So, oh, sorry. I am looking forward to this. Okay, whoops, I forgot to get my can of cream of chicken soup. So let me grab that and I'll be right back. Okay, I got my can of cream of chicken there. And I did get me a new spatula, so I'm not tearing up my little bit bigger ones, because I'd love those things to get everything out of cans and bowls, but if you're not careful when you're going around the edges of your cans, it digs into the spatula. Well, come on. It does not want to come out. Okay. So that is in there. And I'm gonna whisk that around in there a little bit. Okay, and the next thing we need is 1 pound of bacon. Now you can, of course, fry up your own bacon and all that. But again, I have these real crumbled bacon bits. So I'm going to take advantage of that, and I am going to use those for a big shortcut. So I'm just going to get 2 handfuls. That's a lot of bacon. Okay. I'm going to do good with that one. Now we need 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. So I have my so this is 2 cups. This is an 8-ounce bag, so that's, I had 2 of those out, but we only need 1. So we're gonna put that in there. See, I told you it was kind of more or less a dump and go. So that's another good thing about this recipe. Okay, and the last thing is an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. So I have that right here, and I already cubed it up to save some time. So we're just gonna get that in there. And almost forgot an important ingredient, and that is this is a 1-ounce pack of ranch seasoning mix. So there is our flavor. Okay. Oh, that smells good. I have a fan blowing on me, so so it's blowing it right to me. Okay, and that is it. That is basically our dump and go. I am really looking forward to this one. And with these nights or days getting colder, this is going to be a good one to do. So we're just going to put our lid on, and there's my dish rag here. I'm going to clean up this edge a little bit here. Okay, that's better. Okay, so we have our lid on there, and I have it on high already. So we're just gonna let that go for like 4 to 6 hours. Hopefully it'll be done in like 4. Okay, let me get this cleaned up, and we'll come back and we'll move on to the strawberry fluff. Okay, now we're gonna get started on our strawberry fluff. I have 1 cup of water boiling on the stove, and it is boiling. So I'm gonna turn that off, bring it over here, and we're gonna dump in a 3-ounce package of strawberry jello. Okay, and then we're just gonna stir that until it is all dissolved. And this is what I have: strawberry jello. Okay, and as soon as this is all melted or dissolved, which it's almost there, we're going to put in 1 cup of crushed ice. So 1 cup of crushed ice. And then we're going to put in a 3.4-ounce package of vanilla pudding. So, see where we're going with this? Okay, so that is good. And I had this sitting in my freezer, so it would be ready for me. Okay, and you want to keep stirring this until the ice is totally melted. Almost there. Ooh, almost splattered it out. Okay. I'm going to put it in this glass bowl so you can see what it is doing here. Get out any last yummy parts. Okay, so the ice is completely melted. Now we're going to put in the package of vanilla pudding. This is going to be good. And you want to keep stirring this until it starts to thicken up. You can use a hand mixer with this if you want to. After it, you can feel it starting to thicken now. After this starts to thicken, if I can get it out, we are going to put plastic wrap over it, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator for 15 minutes. Okay. Wouldn't you know, my nose is starting to run again. Oh my goodness. Like I said, every time I get on a video, I end up in, my nose decides it wants to start running. So let me, okay, sorry about that. Okay, so it is definitely thickening up. And I use shower caps to cover up my stuff. It just makes everything so much easier. Okay, I think we are there. So isn't that funny? They just come like that. And then just, okay, so now I gotta make room in my refrigerator. It's probably gonna have to go in my back refrigerator. Okay, we're gonna let that sit in there for 15 minutes and then we'll come back and finish the rest. Okay, we're back. This has been in the refrigerator for 15 minutes, probably about 20. And so let's get this off of the top. And now we are going to fold in our Cool Whip. We want an 8-ounce container of Cool Whip. I should have already had this off, and I didn't think about it. Okay, here we go. Baby. I tell you, when I try to be ahead of the game, I always forget something. Okay, so this is an 8-ounce thing of Cool Whip. And we want every bit of it. So, yes, perfect. Wasn't sure if it was thawed enough, but it is. See, if you can tell, excuse me, see how the strawberry stuff is already gelling? So that looks really good. Okay, and whoops, there's an ingredient I forgot to grab, of course. Let me, I was gonna get a whisk, but I don't know if I should. I don't want to deflate everything. Okay, now we are going to put in, let me see, 16 ounces of fresh strawberries. So I already have them quartered up and rinsed off. So I'm gonna put those, got a little leaf. Okay. So we're gonna put those in there, and I have a 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple that's also going to go in there, and we want that drained. So I've been draining this over here, so got all the juice in there. Oh, my hubby is walking in the door here. Keep trying to get him to come on camera, but he won't come on camera. You can at least say hi.
Hi. Ooh, that looks good. What is it?
It's strawberry fluff. Okay, and can you get me the mini marshmallows? I don't know what I've done with them. So we need 2 cups. You notice he hands them to me from there, so we don't come on camera. Oh my goodness. Crazy thing. Okay, you know what? This says 2 cups. I really don't even think we need to measure that. I would say put in as much as you like of those. Okay, so that is your mini marshmallows. Doesn't that look good? And then that is it. You are gonna cover this and put it back in the refrigerator. I know my grandkids is gonna love this. Okay. Get this in the refrigerator. Cover this back up. Oh, stuck my hand right in the stuff. Okay, so I'm going to get this back in the refrigerator. So that is completely finished. I guess I should have. Look at that. All your fresh strawberries in there and crushed pineapple, jello. That is going to be yummy. Well, if I can get it back on there. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, get this cleaned up, and then we'll get started on our Haluski. Okay, now we're going to get started on our Haluski. I have a large frying pan getting heated up on the stove, and then we're going to put some butter in the pan and get it melted. But while that's getting a little bit heated up, I'm going to go ahead and get the cabbage in smaller pieces here. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so just put them in the pieces. Let me hand you down a little bit. I wish you guys could yell at me through the screen and tell me to move you down. Okay. Okay, so it calls for like a 1.5 pound of cabbage. And so just take out the core. That's what I have in there. And put it in the size of pieces that you like. Again, it is going to shrink up. You know how cabbage goes. You can start out with a huge pan and come back and it's all shrunk down to nothing. Okay. Let me turn that pan off. It'll stay hot, but we just need to get it ready for us. Okay. Now somebody had asked me in a few videos back if I've ever heard of this. Ooh. And I said I hadn't, but I didn't say I was going to make a video on it. But anyway, this one's for you if you're watching. Hopefully you are. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And welcome to all of my new followers. Okay. See if I can get that to the stove without dropping it all over the floor. Okay. And it also calls for, okay, so let me grab an onion because it does call for an onion as well. My grandkids is going to be getting home from school here in just a few minutes. So you might hear them come in the background. Well, come on. Get the skin off of it. Okay, and we're just gonna dice this as well. Turn it the other way. Okay. So 1 onion, well, it calls for 2 cups of yellow onion. I think I'm only going to do 1 onion because my grandkids aren't big on onion, so you got to kind of sneak it in there. So let me make sure of. Okay, so, and we're going to also use some more of our crumbled bacon bits. So we're going to move over to the stove now. Okay, we got our butter melting in the pan here. I just turned it back on. Grandkids just came in the door, so they are home now. And I do have a pot of water right here boiling, and I already have some salt in it to salt the water. And because we're gonna boil some egg noodles. Okay, let me get the onion in here. Okay. Whoops, I got a piece of the onion skin in here. Okay, so we're gonna get that frying up, and then we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna put some bacon bits in there. So you can fry, it calls for 4 ounces of bacon, but like I said, I'm just using these for a faster way to, like they say, work smarter, not harder. So these smell really good. I love fried cabbage. Love, love, love it. And we haven't made it for quite a while, so this will actually be a nice treat for a change. It just says to saute those for 2 minutes. Just to get some flavor going in there. I put a little extra butter in there, but it said to put a little bit more anyway. It's calling for 6 ounces, I believe. Let me read my paper here. 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter divided. So, because it tells us to add more. After we put our, whoops, this has that little packet in there that for your moisture. Okay, so we're gonna put about that much. It, like I said, it calls for 4 ounces. It says dice small or 2 ounces of pancetta if you prefer a less smoky thick flavor. So that looks yummy already. And if anybody knows about, if I'm saying Haluski the right way, my cousin and her husband, Kim, was here last night visiting, and it was nice to see them. I haven't seen them in a couple years. So when I said I was making Haluski, he knew exactly what it was. So, but again, I hope I'm saying Haluski the right way. Okay, now I turn this down just a little bit. See if I can get these in the pan without making a total mess. I don't know which will be easier. I think I'm going to make it a mess either way. because like I said, this is gonna, it's gonna shrink up. I'm just gonna put that in there, and then after we stir it again, then we will get it where it needs to be. I think I got some on the stove over there too, so that will be fine. And then we want to salt this. Now, let me check to see if I think my butter is salted. Gotta check in the refrigerator to see. Well, isn't that crazy? It doesn't say if it is salted or not. Well, that is crazy. So since we don't know if our butter is salted or not, we are just going to put a little bit, because we do have the bacon, and the bacon we know has salt. See, it's already getting where we can manage it. That looks pretty already. Okay, so get this last little bit. I need to find my lid to steam it a little bit more. Let me find that and I'll be right back. Okay, we got our lid on there, and we're going to go ahead and get our egg noodles in there to get those boiled. Okay, and then we can just take the lid off and give it a turn. This smells wonderful. See our bacon pieces in there. Okay, I have some black pepper. Just give a good couple spoons of that. That's probably about a tablespoon of pepper. And I think I just put too much salt in my hand. Okay. So we got our salt and our pepper. Give that another stir. Yeah, as you guys seen, or didn't see, I should say, my husband does not like to be on camera, so one day, I keep telling him, one day, hopefully he'll give in so we can get him on camera. Gonna give our noodles a stir. The egg noodles don't take no time at all, so matter of fact, let me get a strainer. So we'll be ready when those are done. Okay, I'm just gonna keep babysitting the cabbage and giving it a stir every few minutes. So, and then we'll come back when that's all finished. Okay, our cabbage is looking pretty good. I've already got the noodles out and drained them, and whew, as you can see, it was sitting there for a minute. So we're going to give this a toss in there with the cabbage. Make sure my microphone is on. You guys know me and my microphone. It's not dying, I'm forgetting to turn it on. Cabbage overboard. Okay, this is looking good. And it smells wonderful. I did take a bite of the cabbage and oh my goodness, it is super yummy. I think this just might be a new favorite of mine. And as you see, it makes quite a bit. Okay, whoops, noodle overboard. Okay, I think this is about done here. The only thing that we're waiting on now is our potato soup. And as you know, that is still in the slow cooker. So when that comes, or when that gets finished, then we'll come back and we'll give everything a taste test. Okay, everything is ready except for our potato soup. So it probably still has a couple hours. But this is our Haluski, our fried cabbage. It has onion and bacon, butter, salt, pepper, and our egg noodles. And my grandkids has already tasted it and they love it. Very good. Super good. That is perfect. Okay, this is our strawberry fluff. And we've actually all had a taste of this. Super, super good. So when the potato soup gets finished, we'll come back and we'll give that a taste. And Don't forget to like and subscribe, and it helps me grow my channel, and we'll be back in just a little while. Okay, everyone, sorry. I think my microphone died at this time from using it from all day. So here we are just getting the potato soup. We're going to use the immersion blender, and we're not going to get rid of all the pieces because we want some of the chunks and stuff still in there, but we want to get a little bit of it smoothed out. Now, the recipe doesn't call for this. It's just something of my preference that I like on a potato soup. So I'm just getting some of the pieces blended up right here. I love my immersion blender. It is such a convenient, easy tool, and my husband loves using it too. He made refried beans, and he used that, and he was like a little kid sitting there playing with it. So I'm just getting the little pieces of bacon out of there. And taking that off. Yes, I went back and I was looking at my stuff and seeing that the very last part, my microphone either died or I forgot to turn it back on. One of the two. But here I'm just dishing out some of the potato soup. And just be careful when you make it. It did turn out a little bit salty, I think, from the bacon and the cheddar cheese that I used. So is what I did at the very end. I didn't show it on camera, but I ended up and I added a little bit of heavy whipping cream in it, and that helped it a lot. But as far as flavor, it is super, super good. And it is a perfect meal for a nice cold night. So here I was just saying again of all the different recipes. So that is the Crockpot crack potato soup. It is super, super good. Like I said, be careful with your seasonings here, because between your bacon and between your cheese, it gets a little bit salty. It did turn out a little bit more on the salty side. So is what I did off camera. I added a little bit of heavy whipping cream to it, and it fixed it right away. As you see, it was hot. But that's super good on a nice cold day. I would definitely make it again. So thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for all of my new followers and helping me grow my page and give all these recipes a try. And I will have all the recipes down in the description below. Here is our Haluski with our bacon, onion, cabbage, and our egg noodles. Here is our orange fluff with our strawberry jello, vanilla pudding, Cool Whip, mini marshmallows, and some fresh strawberries, and crushed pineapple. And that is our Crockpot crack potato soup. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.